Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. We got some new arc and characters to talk about, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We are gonna also look at some gotcha pulls that I'll be doing today, some step up stuff. But before we get to that, let's take a look at what's recommended today. So, as expected, because I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, how I knew this was going to be the next character. It was pretty obvious, the whole story thing they were doing with the event. It was like 100% obvious that Shin was going to be the next character. This is a shift version called Blazeblade Shin. Side note, I never owned the original Shin, so I don't even know if the original was even good or not. Anyway, looking at the stats, so far pretty decent. 1200, well, 1218 shrink, which is fantastic. Keep in mind this is Awaken number six. Of course, the biggest reason that some of the characters got an Awaken boost was because they want to try to make certain characters relevant. So that's why some of the old characters have it. Now, for this character, defense is pretty good as well as mine, so over 900, which is really good. Um, MP is not really important, but the 4100 HP is pretty decent too. Now, his abilities are interesting. They're really unique. He's a physical DPS character. All of his skills, including his special, deals fire damage. However, if the enemy's dark resistance is lower, it's going to deal dark damage instead. So he's kind of one of those dual, I guess, elemental characters. Like his primary is fire, but if it called for it, dark damage would be dealt instead. Now, keep in mind that if he has fire attack raise, and even though it's a fire related skill, if he does do dark damage, I would assume that you would not get the boost. Like if you wanted to get a boost, if it was a dark resistance or if dark resistance is lower. So if he does dark damage, you have to have dark boost in order to get the actual added damage. Not sure if it's worth it or not, but it's an interesting character trait, because if they're, I guess immune to fire or whatnot, you can always go a different route and still be able to deal some damage. So an interesting character. I kind of like the idea, I'll say. Now, looking at his traits, Demon Swordsman Blade. Battle start minus 15 defense and mind. However, the loss amount is 2.5 times added to the strength, which is pretty crazy. Because if you're adding 15% of two different stats and then, going over double to the strength, that's a lot of strength he's going to get. Chance to evade physical and magic attacks, which is a way to offset the fact that you're lowering your defense in your mind. And of course, the strength boost also kind of makes up for it too. But overall, really, really interesting. He's going to be dealing a ton of damage. Anata Tengen, which is his other trait, when only one weapon is equipped. Okay, let me rephrase that. When only weapon equipped is one sword. So basically, if he has just one sword equipped, physical attacks have crit rate 10%, which is very good. Uh, Crit damage plus 50%, which is fantastic. And crit damage cap plus 5,000, which is really, really good too. So with all the boosts he's getting through strength just through his trait alone, is going to make it to where you're going to get that extra damage limit boost, especially with some of the skills he's going to have. So that's pretty nice what he has there. I like it a lot. Taking a look at his actual skills here. So he starts off with attack up max, so you are going to have to grind up the other attack related boosts. He has critical up 2, aim vitals, and advanced aim vitals with Proud Force. So the only thing you're missing on the crit package is basically crit up 1 and 3. So that's not too bad. Also, you have Illusion, which is okay. True God Hunter, which is a really strong ability here. Physical attacks are extremely effective against gods, which is double damage, which is a whole ton. Damage from gods minus 20%. He also has Godblade. This is a physical damage plus 30% against undead, spirits, and gods. So I like these kind of abilities where you can get, you know, kind of like a Slayer ability against multiple types of creatures or whatever. Always good to have, especially when you're doing tower and just adventure in general. The fact that he has auto crit and auto haste is just Makes them a must-have in so many situations. Auto crit and auto haste is what every character needs. In all honesty, every single character. So being that he has this naturally is fantastic. He also has Awaken, which is really good. I've again mentioned a while back that this is a good ability for Arena, so Awaken is already good to have. You don't have to worry about spending any C for that. Ardor, which is decent for crits. Fire attack raise, and then you have fire critical raise. So the only thing that you're not going to get, you'll have to learn the fire attack raise too, which I assume you can learn from a specific art. I'm not 100% sure. But that's still pretty good. So he's getting some boosts from his attacks. Keep in mind that if the attack shifts to dark, you're not going to get the extra damage. At least I don't think it will. Bless speed, which is also fantastic and almost a must have for all characters. Although I wouldn't necessarily equip it to everyone, but it's a pretty good thing to have if you have it naturally. Piercing, which is something I personally like. Physical attacks have a chance of greatly reducing enemy defense. I always like abilities like that. Favorite sword, which I believe Balin has as well. When equipped with only one weapon, physical attack damage plus 30%, physical attack damage limit plus 3,000. So his cap is going up and up and up. It almost seems like this is the one character, at least for now, that's going to be able to deal the most maximum damage by himself. I don't think any other character can get to where he's at. So if you're looking for someone with like the most damage, this is probably it right here. He's got sword high boost, so all you have to get is sword boost in order to kind of finish off that package. He has ultimate boost 2, which means power specials plus 30%. So that's pretty good. So you're also going to want to get as many things that can boost your SCT as much as you can. The auto haste helps a lot. Uh, Now he has a couple of unique traits as well that you're not going to see in anyone else. He has Carnation Bloom, two of them. The first one's going to be the Earth version. So Carnation Bloom Earth is when defeating an enemy, HP recovers by 20%. It activates Brave. So basically, you're getting like Pose of Victory, I think it is, built in. Plus, you're going to get Brave activating, which is kind of crazy. Whenever you just kill someone, that's crazy. Really, really cool. And then Carnation Bloom, Heaven. And this says when defeating an enemy, strength plus 5%. And this can happen up to 10 times max. Resets when unit is incapacitated. That is nuts. This is one of those things where the more he has to kill, especially when it comes to, tower, when you're having to fight a bunch of those, lewd messes or whatever they call the flying things, when you're just killing and knocking them down, he's just getting stronger and stronger. And of course, he's got that cap of already 8,000 between his skill and his trait. That's nuts, man. That's just crazy. So yeah, he's going to be dealing a ton of damage. Now, one-on-one boss type fights, not so great for it, but for like just about anything where you're fighting a wave of enemies, he's the go-to guy 100%. Really, really cool. I will say this is definitely a top tier character in terms of, like tower and things like that. For Arena, I still think he'll be decent. So, you don't necessarily need the damage caps and all that, probably for Arena or anything, but overall he might be decent to use because of the auto haste and auto crit, which is what you want to in Arena. So overall, really, really good character. Am I wanting to get him myself personally? I'm okay with or without. I mean, I want him because of the auto haste and the auto crit because that's less SC to spend, but I haven't even finished building up a lot of the other characters I have. So if I get them, I probably will be rushing to really boost them up unless I want to push for the event. Let's take a look at the arc though. Ghost Hime Ogetsu. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Hime means princess in Japanese. I might be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. But anyway, so the arc attribute, I actually like this one. When taking damage, chance to receive brave, aura, critical, or haste. Chance for dark attack magic to give curse at battle start. Give all enemies spirit rot. So this is one of those arcs. Just talking about the attribute, I would probably put this on Tinkili just because of the chance for dark attack matters to give curse, and she's all about doing all kinds of status elements. She's a saboteur, so this is excellent for her for the dark stuff. As far as taking damage and giving a boost to yourself, I mean, all honestly, this would go to anyone, especially a tank. But you know, I would still give it to Tequili. Like if I was doing like Tower or something, I would definitely give it to her, the Nocturne version. So I like it. And then of course at Battlestar, give all enemies Spirit Rot. We're gonna find out what that is because that's actually one of the skills here. So we'll take or Spirit Riot. I'm sorry, not Rot, Riot. There's a difference there. So we'll take a look at that here because that is one of the skills. So taking a look at what you can learn, this gives you Moonlight, Dark Boost, Damage Absorption 2, which is a new one. When taking physical damage, chance to receive 25% of the damage as HP. I actually like this one, especially if you have some tanks out there that you want to use. Pretty good. And also, any of your physical DPS characters, or actually any characters in general, could use this. It's just that I don't think most people really spend the SC to have it. But if you happen to have extra after getting all the main things you want, why not have it? Blind Nail, which is decent, and here's Spirit Riot, not Rot, but Riot, because I can't read apparently. This says periodically damage an enemy and have its HP recovery. So basically, if this person gets hit with this, they're going to be basically they're poisoned, and whenever they get healed, they're not going to get as much. So pretty interesting, actually. Not bad. So then if someone had naturally, that would be cool. I don't know if you necessarily equip this on anyone or learn this for anyone, but I guess it just depends on your build. If you're going Saboteur, obviously you want this, but for the most part, it seems like as far as equipping. Now, if you're using the arc itself, it's pretty good, obviously, but yeah. And then you have Terra Mouth 2, which damages enemies with a status element goes up by 30%, which is really good. I think, what's his name? The one I don't have, Logia, I think has this ability. If not, he has one, but I hope he has two. Either way, if not, you can just put this on and make him deal a ton more damage, which is really, really good. So overall, I can tell that the arc is actually decent. I like it overall. I think it's probably it's kind of one of those arcs. I guess if you were trying to equip it to somebody, it depends on who you're trying to give it to. So it might not be for everyone, but I still think it's pretty good, mid to top tier. Now the actual arc reward is Sinister Judihito. So let's take a look at what this does. So this is a cloth. 700 hit points, 25 MP, 125 defense, and 117 mind. So overall, good stats. This is for women only. Enemy defeating the unit takes 20% damage and 2 random basic status elements. So this is something that's going to go on specific units. One, you may give it to Team Keeley just because of the fact that she's all about the Saboteur stuff. Although I don't think you're going to get any bonuses, but I think that if it's caused by her, it lasts longer, kind of a thing. So that might be someone to use it on. Oh, by the way, you also get resistance to curse and poison with a +5 boost to the dark element. So this might be built for Tenkili, but there is one other character that this would be good for as well. I believe it's that Claire and the robot thing or machine rock thing. I don't know what it is, but that character has an ability where basically it sacrifices itself to deal a bunch of damage. So you have equipped this to that particular character. It dies and does a ton of damage, and it does the additional 20% damage with the 2 basic elements. So an interesting little combo potentially. It seems like a decent item. Yeah, I'll say decent. I don't know if I go out of my way to push to get it, but it's really interesting, kind of niche for certain characters, I would say. But overall, the arc is pretty decent. The character you definitely want. If you want a good physical DPS character, if you're looking to deal the most damage possible, that's the guy that you're going to want. I will say that a little bit of a missed opportunity because he's kind of like the Darkfire character, right? So you think that he would have maybe a weapon or something that could do like dark and fire type stuff because that's kind of how he's built. But we're going to take a look at his paid items before we actually do the gotcha pull. So let's go ahead and do that because I actually remember where to go this time, unlike the last time. Because yes, I did promise that I was going to start talking about the paid items. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about first the weapon. We have the Uncanny Blade Ogetsu. This is a 176 strength sword. Really good. No attribute for basically Shin only. When unit evades, chance to recover SCT, special damage cap plus 3,000. So basically, if you equip this, you're going to have a total damage cap of 11,000. If you combine the 8,000 from his other stuff, his skills, traits, whatever, plus 3,000 here, that's 11,000. That's a lot. So yeah, this is definitely a good weapon if you really want to build this character. This is fantastic. So yeah, you definitely want this. Definitely worth spending the money on if you're gonna throw your money at the screen. Let me see. Was there anything else I missed? No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the damage cap and the strength. So yeah, and then of course the SCT is good. The other item is a Demon Mask Red Fang. So this is an accessory for shit only. If under 30% hit points, targeted by enemies less, and chance to nullify damage taken. So this is an okay item. I don't think that I would want to spend money on it. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not throw my money at the screen for this item. Oh, you also get 300 hit points and plus 30 defense, which is decent. But I just don't think it's worth it, really. Like, if you're going to throw your money at the screen, get the sword. I don't think this is worth it at all. Now, if you're just trying to, like, just outfit them, based off of the character, just to kind of make everything match, that's fine. I mean, this isn't a horrible item. I just don't think it's worth spending money on. This should be kind of an item that you should get from the event itself, I think. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but yeah. But that's pretty much the paid items. Let's go ahead and do some gacha pulls. We're going to do a few varieties of gacha pulls. So we're going to start off by using the tickets first that we got from the, the event. I think I got three of them. So we're going to open these three first, see what I get. We're going to do some of the paid step up gacha, and then I'm going to do a multi pull as well from the non paid banner. So we'll see what we can get here. Now, I do want to get the arc mainly because I like to collect them. And then, of course, there's certain abilities that I do want to learn for certain characters. The character, if I get him, I'm not going to be upset. I just don't have any resources to build them. Now, these are the free tickets. So let's see if we can get some good stuff off the freebies. Will it turn red? It will. Wow. Oh, wow. It has a character. Although it's probably going to be a character I already have. I bet. Oh, I lied. What? Wow. Wow. So you mean the very, very first pull? Because keep in mind, I haven't pulled nothing today. No gotchas, no gems, no paid anything. First thing I get is this guy. So developers, I want to thank you for this crazy pull. Wow, that's awesome. I'll take it. I guess I'm contractually obligated to use this guy because I might want to just use him in the event and get more points. Because I forgot the event. It's the same thing as the Lukiel one. So if you have the banner character, you get more points. So now I have to play and probably get top something. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's a good way to get started. But we're not done yet because I still haven't got the arc. So let's see if we can get the arc. But wow, that was nuts, y'all. That was freaking nuts. I'll take it. Well, way to start off. Wow, I that never happened. Like the very first ticket of a freebie, that stuff doesn't happen. So this is a paid step up. Of course, I'm not expecting to get anything anymore, but I don't mind wasting stuff. I'm good. This is for the video. All right, so we're not getting nothing here, so it's okay. I guess if I do end up using the paid gotcha thing, it's actually good because I can get the credentials to get the sword. So, yeah, I do need to do step up. I do. Of course, I don't have enough resources to give them any skills or anything, but or like I don't have any crystals or clusters or nothing. So, yeah, because I'm trying to do the Lukiel lady, the Guardian Angel one, but I'm still not even done with her. This is crazy. I'm not used to getting all these characters like this back to back. All right, so this is the second part of the step up here, or number 2. So it's going to be yellow, and that's it. All right, not bad. Again, I'm not expecting a whole lot at this point. I mean, I already got the character, but we're really pushing to get the arc because that's what we're missing right now. Yeah, we're doing a lot more gotcha pulls than I normally do. I just wanted to have fun today, so figure why not. This will be good for y'all, good for me, entertainment, and me possibly getting stuff. Now, some of you are thinking, don't spend your paid stuff. You already got the character. I just don't care. It's okay. I don't care at all. I'm good. Plus, I want to get that sword now that I did get the character. All right, so it's yellow. All right, so not bad. Not bad. All right, so what we're going to do now is going to take me to round two of the step up, which I believe is 1,000. And if it's 1,000, I might just do it. Yeah, it's 1,000 for a multi pull. So we're going to go ahead and do a multi pull here. Why not? I have 1,000 paid gems. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's see what we can get. And the good thing about doing the step ups too is that for these events, you're getting shards for the character. Sometimes you get mother souls. I mean, you're getting extra stuff. So it is worth it. For anyone questioning, is this even like a waste of resources? It does help. All right, so let's see what happens here. So we're going to turn yellow. That's good. Oh, there it goes. Another character. So, okay, let's see what happens. Hey, I'll take a regular Tenkili. I'm cool with that. Even though I don't use that form anymore, but I'll still take it. No problem. Coolio. I am down. All right, now let's go ahead and try the non-paid one and see what we can get. Like I said, I'm burning through my gems. I don't even care. We're just having fun today. Plus, I want to get that arc. So let's see if we can make it happen. All right. So we get the squad to run up here. And let's see what happens. Starts off yellow, so that's a good sign, I think. Unless it stays yellow. All right, it's red. There we go. But I'm getting a lot of cinematics today. Oh, this is an arc one this time. Hey, will I be lucky enough to get the arc? Find out next time. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a new one. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have now pulled the character and the arc. This is a fantastic day. Now, of course, it did take me about two multi pulls and a couple of little, step up stuff, but that's pretty cool though. I don't got to spend any more gems, even though I don't have any anyway, but still. Wow. This is one of the best lucks I've had in a while. Obviously, I've had one better, but this is probably the second best luck that I've had in pulling stuff. Fan freaking tastic. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, wow, what a set of pulls, y'all. What do y'all think? That was just hype. That's all I got to say. That was just 100% hype. So I'm definitely going to be playing in the event a little bit since I have the character now, and we're going to learn some stuff with the arcs off screen. Wow, I'm blown away. I didn't expect to get both of this video. I figured I might get one, but not both. Wow, that's beautiful, y'all. I love that stuff. All right, then. Well, hopefully you guys have the same luck that I do. I'm hoping that everybody gets, what they want if they're pushing to get it. But until next time, you guys take care. Keep gaming, y'all. Later.